All right, this is episode 15. In this video, we're going to be dealing with the fairway placement leading up to the green. This should be a pretty short video. I just want to talk about some philosophy where that's concerned. In the last video, I started placing fairway throughout the main part of the course. I used a brush to contour around the bunkers, as I've done here. I didn't go inside these little divots. That's a little hard to do. That'll mostly be rough. We'll fill that in later. But I did want to show you guys what I did from the last video. This is what the fairway looks like. And I'm to the point now where I probably don't need these yellow distance tool markers that I've laid down for myself. I've pretty much followed them as I've gone around. So I'm pretty confident that I can actually go ahead and delete those now. So you always hover over one, and there's a clear all button, and they're gone. As I've designed it so far, the final piece that we're going to be doing now is finishing the fairway leading up to the green. So the reason why I wanted to talk about this specifically is that this is something that a lot of designers don't think about when they're designing, is that the whether they either want to detach the green from the fairway or whether you want to lead a strip leading up to the green, and that's actually very important. In the case of this hole, it actually doesn't matter too much. The whole purpose of having green leading up to fairway and how wide that width is whether or not, in case of firmness settings, the golfer may want to lay up, land about right here, and let the ball roll onto the green. In this case, I have two scenarios for the golfer as they hit it. They're either going to hit it here, and they're going to cross water, and they're going to bypass any kind of fairway that I have leading up anyways. So they're just going to land on this green. And if they lay up, they're going to be so short that they're going to pretty much be able to just flop, or not flop or pitch, but hit a pretty short shot that'll land pretty much about where they want it to. So in terms of this hole, it really isn't very important, but if we're imagining that instead I have a fairway shot leading here, depending on how firm the course is, the golfer may want to end up leaving it short. So you have to keep that in mind, that you want to make sure that you have a pretty wide, or depending on how difficult you want your course to be, how wide this fairway is going to be leading up to here. So I do know, as far as this is concerned, that I am going to want to create a little bit of patch of fairway connecting to the green right there at that corner. I don't want to completely go to this bunker, but I do want to lead up to this corner here. So I am going to place a little swatch right here. Now, the decision that I do need to make is where I want the fairway to come off the green here. I have decided that I want the bank to come around the green this way. And I actually want this little corner, because this little corner has been pretty close, or when I've done my testing, sometimes the ball has actually landed there. So I actually, because of the difficulty that I want for the course, I actually don't want to lay too much fairway there. So I'm actually going to do just a little sliver of fairway. Right here, leading from the course. The rest of it from here on out is actually going to be water. So again, I mentioned I like using this tool because it's got kind of a straight edge, but I'm gonna kind of limit it to right there. The rest of it's going to be bank. So that's something to keep in mind with fairway. I'm now going to connect these two here, making sure this looks kind of halfway decent. But that's actually it. The next video, we'll start talking about rough and deep rough and how that's going to affect your course. As of right now, though, this is our fairway, so we're starting to come along. Until the next video.